Hello everybody, welcome to Minnesota Twins franchise episode number 38. Today, a two-game quick series from the ATL at Turner Field against the Atlanta Braves. Mike Foltynewicz on the mound for Atlanta, and he will be facing Kyle Gibson for the Twins. Kyle Gibson 8-7 with a 2.90 ERA in 23 starts for Minnesota. Runners on the corners in the bottom of the first. Fly ball to left field. Eddie Rosario underneath it. Runner tagging from third will come in to score, and the Braves take a 1-0 lead early in the game. At the end of the first, the Braves won, the Twins nothing. Here in the ATL, Eddie Rosario drives one deep into right field. Off the warning track, one hops the wall. Rosario is in for a double for Minnesota. Eduardo Escobar now, base hit into right field. Rosario will come around and score. Twins leading 2-1 now. Kyle Gibson bunts one up the first baseline. The throw pulls the shortstop off the bag, and they will charge an error to Atlanta on that play. To Freddie Freeman. Danny Santana, base hit into left field. Escobar comes in to score for the Twins. Now a ground ball to the left side. Bounces off the shortstop's glove. Throw is not in time as Miguel Sano beats it down the line. Another error on the Braves. In the middle of two innings, the Twins with a 5-1 lead. Two errors on the Braves in that inning. Joe Mauer takes one to right field, and this one's going to leave the yard. Foltynewicz giving up a lot of runs here. A 2-run home run to Mauer, his 7th on the season. Eddie Rosario turns one around into right field. That ball is heading back to the wall, and it is out of here. Another 2-run home run. This one off the bat of Eddie Rosario, his 11th on the season. And the Twins, in the middle of 4 innings, lead at 9-1 on the strength of 8 hits. Kyle Gibson now serves up a drive down the left field line. That one's going to get into the corner. First major league hit for Mel Rojas, the center fielder of the Atlanta Braves. Kyle Gibson now trying to bunt, but that ball gets in and drills him. He will head to first. Bases loaded now. Joe Mauer at the plate. Pitch gets away from the catcher. 1 run comes in to score. And the floodgates are opened here for the Twins. Gets past A.J. Przinsky there. After 4.5, the Twins have an 11-2 lead. Eddie Rosario now driving one into left center field. If that ball, it reaches the seats, a 2-run home run for Eddie Rosario. His 2nd of the game, 12th of the season. John Ryan Murphy getting into the action here as he belts one down the left field line. And that one is going to get out. The first home run of the season for John Ryan Murphy. And the downpour continues. Another 2-run shot for the Twins. And this ballgame is getting well out of hand in the middle of the 7th inning. It's Twins 19. Braves 3. Bottom of the 8th now. The Braves at the plate. Few fans still left, and they are bored with baseball as they are chucking beach balls onto the field in this blowout, trying to entertain themselves. Final score from Turner Field. Minnesota 19, Atlanta 3. Kyle Gibson goes 5 2/3, giving up 9 hits. Mike Foltynewicz 3 2/3, giving up 6 hits and 7 runs. Gordon Beckham 3 for 4 for the Braves. Eddie Rosario 4 for 6 for the Twins. Minnesota at 59-60 after the victory, 8 games behind the Tigers in the American League Central. On a 3-game winning streak, 6-4 in their last 10. Twins also 4.5 games behind the Mariners for that 5th and final playoff spot in the American League. The Angels and the Yankees are in between them. And the Braves fall to 36 and 83. They are 36 games out of first place. They've lost 4 in a row, 1 and 9 in their last 10. Very dismal season in the ATL. Game number 120 on the season, the Twins and the Braves. Final game of the season between these two interleague clubs. Alex Meyer will take the hill for the Twins. Julio Teheran for the Braves. He is 6-8 with a 3.10 ERA. Alex Meyer, a 3.31 ERA. Teheran to Joe Mauer. Mauer slices one into right center. Into the gap. Drives home a run for the Twins. And in the middle of one inning, it's Twins 1 and Braves nothing. Braves finally have a little something to cheer about. Stolen base for Rojas. Bottom of the first, runners on the corners. Base hit up the left side. Gets past a diving third baseman. And Markakis drives in a run for Atlanta. A.J. Pierzynski at the plate now. Still the bottom of the first. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Pierzynski blasts one into left field. That ball is back. And it is going to get over the head of Danny Santana out there in left. And the Braves take a 3-1 lead at the end of the first. Hoping that things will be a little bit different than they were last night. Sean Marshall now with the bases loaded facing A.J. Pierzynski, and that ball just barely goes foul. Next pitch though, A.J. Pierzynski drives it up the middle. 1 run comes in to score, rounding third. Another run heads to the plate and it will score as well. And it's 5-1 Atlanta at the end of inning number 8. And the Braves go on to take the finale of the season against the Twins, a 5-3 victory. In the 4-game season series, the Twins win 3 out of the 4. They fall to 59 and 61 here, though. The Braves improve to 37 and 83. A.J. Pierzynski 2 for 4 for Atlanta. Eduardo Escobar 3 for 4 for the Twins. An update on the American League wildcard race. The Angels and the Mariners facing each other in Anaheim. The Mariners trailing the Angels by a half a game. Coming into action today, Mike Trout ready to take some hacks at Taijuan Walker. Matt Shoemaker on the hill for the Angels to face Taijuan Walker. Walker making his 25th appearance for the Mariners. Runners on the corners now. In the first inning, Shoemaker facing Robbie Cano. Cano grounds into the 4-6-3 double play. Or excuse me, that was not Cano, that was Victor Cruz. My bad, Cano's left-handed, I knew that. Anyway, Seattle Mariners 1-0. 5th inning, runners on the corners. And this would be Mike Trout facing Taijuan Walker. And Walker gets Trout to swing through the breaking ball for the strikeout. Angels lead 2-1 in the 5th now. C.J. Cron drives one up the middle, past a diving Robbie Cano, into center field. And at the end of 5, the Angels hold a 3-1 lead, trying to extend their lead in the American League wild card race. They do, an 8-1 victory for Los Angeles. The Mariners fall to 63 and 57. The Angels 65 and 56. As the Halos move a game and a half ahead of the Mariners in the wild card.